Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be VOD reviewing Trashy FN, or just Trashy. This is his solo Cash Cups performance where he got 13th. However, this is in the opens. I think it's definitely better, for at least for solos, for us to VOD review a pro player in the open setting, because that's most of my viewers are probably going to be playing in the opens and not actually in the finals. So that is why. And for the reason why there hasn't been a lot of videos, I am just on the outer end of having COVID, so I'm still a little stuffed up, as you can probably hear. But anyway, let's get into it. So first off, he lands the commie split, which is this gas station, and basically everything like this. But he was conned at the gas station, which he was forced to run over here, and he was also getting shot at by somebody that landed on the more farther side over here. So there's at least two people in this area. And this guy has chased him from the commie split to get a free kill on him, because Trashy is pretty shambles in terms of loot. So if we look at his loot here, he's 110 health, so he'll need to pop all 4 of these chugs to get to 190, and then this would be all he has left. His mats are okay. His weapons, the AUGs kind of suck, and his only close range fighting weapon is the drum shotgun, so he's going to have to use the drum shotgun when he's close enough, and it's pretty big because really what this means is that he won't be able to have a long stand-in fight, because he needs to pop these chugs, and then his only heals would be his flopper. So this means that his fight needs to be over rather quickly, because assuming this guy looted all the gas station and maybe even some other more spots on the way, has a lot more loot than him. We have to see what happens. He pops the chugs. Right now he's trying to look for any chip damage, because if he can get chip damage early with the AUG and then pressure with the other AUG or the drum shotgun, he might be able to get the kill pretty easily. Right here, Success icon's in the way, but he plays it really nice. He's not committed to jumping in like that because he doesn't want to get cracked back. And what he's actually doing is he's using the cone and kind of the elevation because this player's down farther. He's kind of swinging around like this, around this cone here, making it a very hard shot for this guy to hit. So as you can see, the guy hit the cone, cracked him. Now he's pretty low. You notice he's not committing to the spraying. He has a drum shotgun, but he's still just tap firing it, which is good. Now he's going for the wall. Guy drops down. Tree cucks him. That's why he's able to get some minis off, and I think he actually ends up running here. But Trashy has got aim, so he's able to crack the window and then crack him through the tree. So just a little clarification, why I'm picking Trashy to VOD review is because he does stream everything, and because of that, I'd like to honestly see the perspective of the player without being in replay mode. So if there's anybody that streams a full tournament, duo or solo, and they do pretty well, then I would probably VOD review them over replay mode. But anyway, let's go into the next little insight. Alrighty, we're back again with another fight here. This is game number 3 for Trashy. Game 1, he ended up dying probably about 5 minutes after we last saw. And then game 2, he ended up dying to someone contesting his commie split spot here. So game 3, he landed Tilted Towers, not the commie split. I think he did that because if you win Tilted Towers, you have all the launch pads there, and you set yourself up for a really good position to actually win the game. It's a very, high risk, high reward spot where if you do win it, then you're absolutely chilling. And he needed a big game after dying early twice. So right now he's looking for any potential kills, just driving around. I don't know why he has the music on in the car. That's a little psychotic, but to each their own, I guess. Let's skip ahead so we can find. Yeah, okay. So he's pulling up, chasing this car, and I think one of these people jump out and hops in his car, right there. Again, his hand is actually off the mouse again. So this guy does this psycho play. So first off, for their first interaction, you can think this guy's a psycho. Okay, number 1, he just hops in the car and starts shooting. That's some psycho behavior there. If you notice, before Trashy starts healing, he's actually looking for damage back on his opponent. And what that does is that right now, Trashy is kind of on the off foot, you could say, because this guy has a better advantage in health, and if Trashy evens it up, then they both have to go heal. So let's say that Trashy hits him for, what is that, 34. So they exchange 34s here. Trashy has to go heal, and this guy has to go heal. And then they restart again the fight, and then they're both even, and they fight again. Or what might happen is Trashy gets hit for 34, hits this guy back for, let's say, 100, and then this guy has an option. Okay, does he push even though he is only 100 health, or does he go back and heal? And now Trashy keeps pushing, pops his chugs because these are quick heals, and he's able to get up back up to full and push this guy, having a way bigger advantage. Those shots should have hit 100%. Ooh, he missed that edit. That would have been a good edit because this guy was holding the walls over here. So first off, just if we imagine here, there's one guy here. It seems to be another guy over here, and then another guy in a car over here. So this is quite a hot zone. So, okay, so far with this Lara Croft, we've seen 2 interactions. The first one is where he hops in the car and sprays you, and the second one is where he's not going for any piece control or anything. Instead, all he's doing is trying to get in. So this should definitely, right now, you should know that this is an aggressive player. So you should not be surprised if, you know, you're Trashy and he hops in. You shouldn't be surprised because he's done it twice. Here's the third time. Okay, he places the ramp. He's coming in. That's 3 times with highly aggressive plays. Trashy hits him for 70, cracks him. Now, you know, it's 100 to 150, so it's pretty good odds for Trashy here.
Guys just trying to get in there.
See, this guy's just trying to get in 3 times. So Trashy knows that this guy's an aggressive player, and if patterns, you know, stay the same, this guy's just going to try to get in again. Now let's talk about the heals here. The reason why he doesn't pop the chugs is because he already heard this guy pop his own chugs. So it's always good to not burn your fast heals unless you're in a situation where you need to heal up fast. And right now, Trashy doesn't. This guy's already healing up. If he heard him popping a big or something, then that's where you want to, you know, try to stop that a bit without getting, you know, shot back. So he's just going to pop this big because it's a slow heal, and he'll be able to get it off because this guy's also healing. I don't know why he throws it out like that. That doesn't do anything. So you notice he's playing safe. He's not going in this box because he knows this guy, wherever he is, he's just going to edit out and come spraying. He's playing it safe. He's playing a full box back. Again, he's kind of playing on that line here where if this guy does run out, he can shoot, he can place the stair, or he can run back and place this wall here. You notice he's literally, this is like box fight style. He's playing all the way back, grabbing his pieces. Nice little 23 tag on this guy. Comes through. Immediately runs away, doesn't want to take the 50-50 or the aim duel. He tries to hop in, doesn't get it off. Now he's run away, he's confused, 47, and he's just able to get a full piece. He's just, all Trashy is doing is letting this guy run around and put himself in bad position. So firstly, he was over here. His whole body language gave the impression he was going over here. He gets full boxed, and now his only play is to run back over. Trashy does that and finishes off. Now, Trashy didn't even need to actually go into the box. He could have stayed back and just sprayed him when he was trying to run away. But he does decide to go in. So, yeah, let's go be right back on the next one. Alrighty, so here's half in, half out. And Trashy basically has it. I mean, he's just like a few boxes away from it here. And right now, his kind of idea, he does this a lot, honestly, throughout the tournament, is where if he doesn't get half, but he's like within this barrier here, he stays late and he just tags up all the people that have to rotate. Because anyone past here is like, fuck, like I have to make this rotate. So this is a great time to get Surge. I mean, there's going to be move and Surge unless 10 people die here right now. So all these teams that need to rotate in, that are maybe even they're padding and flying in, he's able to get some Surge on them before he's even in a situation to rotate. So he's able to look around here and just spray a bit and get some Surge. Especially that looks like these two guys are fighting. Yeah, so he's just going to spray here for a while. And yeah, I'll be back on moving zone. Alrighty, so here we are in moving zone. And let's just see how Trashy handles the moving zone. I might just go through the rest of this end game and just see. I'm not trying to make this video too long, but honestly, if there's good information, then I don't really care. Longer, better. So let's look at his situation here. Zone pulls straight across. So if he pads now, he's probably going to get like right around here off the rip and then have to rotate in the rest, which is all right because his mats are 333. That's pretty good. He could use, you know, a little refresh to top himself off. His shield and his heals are pretty good. He has really good whites, which means he can make a good play somewhere tank and storm. either later in the game or earlier in like the moving zones to get better position. But his shield to get over 150 is pretty bad. He only has one chug, but he does have 2 pads. So he doesn't need to recycle a pad right now because he does have 2 pads, and those are like, you know, honestly really good. And you don't, and this is kind of a really important game, so it would be kind of depending on the pad, it might be a little bit greedy to go for a pad that you need to recycle. But if there's a free one nearby, then I mean, you might as well. So that one would be a greedy pad to go grab. I mean, that's like 3 to 4 boxes over, and you have no idea what's happening to the left or above it, or even if the guy who placed it has taken it yet. And then boom, he sees one a lot closer. That one's a lot more safer. Go hit that one. And if you notice, when he hops down on the pad, he's not just like, oh, I'm done. He's actually looking at the entrances when he's going down to see if anyone's going to run in, because that's a good time where you can land like a big pump on them. See where he lands. Lands all the way over here. I'm guessing the reason why he does this, again, he has his pads, so he's just going to land here, probably do a low pad, and end up good and almost all like directly into zone. See if he can get any beams on people rotating by, and make this a low pad. Guessing, yep. Oh no, a high pad. Say less. Land on height. Lands on height. Cracks him. Nice. Should be a free height here. Okay. At this point, I don't think he really needs to keep going. He doesn't really need to keep going for this kill. I mean, yes, this refresh would probably put him in a better situation, but he still has pads and he has height right now. So what he could do is just hold height for this move in, and the next move in just drop down and find his own lair, or see if he can find a refresh and just keep holding height. But I think he is just going to keep hunting for this kill, which is all good. But right now he should still look at height, because the question is that does anybody else know that height was fighting and that it's free right now? Because what we might have happen right now, let's say this is height, and we had 2 people up here. Trashy pushed this guy like this. He dropped and Trashy followed. And then second height's here, and obviously they have their cone on their tarp and they're tarping along, and they don't even realize that they are height. And if Trashy's right here, front side, and he's able to recognize that second height doesn't even realize it, then he's able to crank up on front and take it. So I think he should definitely be looking up right now, even just a little bit. He's in right now. There's nothing else to do. Maybe just look up at height and see if it's actually free or not. Because if it is, then, I mean, that's a lot of kills. So, I mean, this looks like height right now. This right here. And this looks like a full box. Like, he has no idea that he's height. And if that is height, it's only connected by one thing, honestly. His zone pulls like that. He's another pad. I'm thinking a low pad, but he might do a high. We'll see. Yeah, okay, low. I thought it was low because it looks like it goes down a bit, and you don't want a high pad and get annihilated out of the air. Someone props a community keg, so you just get this chill there a bit. Now he's looking for any tags on people, rotating back for a surge, or there's no surge, but for fucking kills. Something that he does really good on is he's really good at utilizing the stairs. Stairs are really important when you're tarping, especially in solos, and his mantling and sprinting and jumping is honestly very, very smooth.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that guy's a psycho. Switch layer is good. So when someone's keying you like that, you don't want to sit and fight it, especially if you're cracked like this. You want to run, you want to fucking go up, go down, switch layers, just go all over the fucking place just to get away from this guy so you can heal. Now he does have the flop, so he can greed out a bit and pop minis in the storm, do all that because he does have the flops to bail him out. He does need a refresh fairly badly. This might be one to hop in on. Maybe if he swapped his stair around so it's like this, and then use that to hop in, that might be a play. Oh, doesn't matter. Gets this guy anyway. Gets mats. Is able to just chill and pop. Only has one flop left. Ooh, if it pulled back, it would have been beautiful. So a nice little thing you can do is that when you run over cones like this, if you slide down, you actually go faster. So don't be afraid to do that. It's just a nice little movement trick. It does have good mats. Just need to find any more refreshes for Siphon for heals. Bring him up to like 160 if you get something. This is scary. We have a guy here, and guy here. This is a way too congested layer. Either go up or go down. Right now, this is just too scary. He decides to, yep, goes down, fire. See, utilizing the stair to block himself off. Still in a good position. He's burning all of his wood right now instead of his hard material, so he can save that for the later point of the game. Because did he have 300? Oh, it was 100. I thought it was 300. But still, if you imagine like once they get to zone here, and if you're shambles with no mats, are you gonna hop in the guy on wood or the guy on brick and metal? I would personally, if I'm shambles, I'm aiming for the guy on wood, because I'm assuming he's in a way more shambles state than the guy that is brick and metal. Looking for any refreshes, staying front side. Low is a little scary, especially because if there's any trucks in this game, you'd be fucked, but he's good right now. Looks like a free kill. Don't think he can get it though, because right now if he was to run back to backside zone to get that refresh, then everybody that's on front side would be more ahead of him and already have walls and edits and stuff like that. So he's not able to get that kill. Because in this state, staying front side on low is more important than like backside low is like scary, like 0 mats scary. It's a nice little boom flight. This one he can definitely take splashes for sure. A lot of metal. That's really good. Again, like look at this. Metal on low ground is scary. Okay, metal and brick, you're like, oh shit, I did not want to fuck with that guy. This kid has no mats. Look at him. He's like, get me out of here. Oh, he does have mats. Okay, interesting why he's not going to take that. I'm thinking it's because to get it, he has to run through these 2 tiles here. And this guy has edits on him. But if he did it early, he might be able to sprint, you know, wall, stair, and get this loot and then keep going. But I guess zone does pull back like this. So maybe he was waiting to see where zone pulled. And if it did pull this way, he was going to go grab it and head to zone. But I guess he does still have Siphon. I mean, he decides to go get it anyway, but he still yoinked that metal. Just Siphon, all good. I'm pretty sure he owns these edits. Some of them, yeah. Whiffed a bit, all good. So he's not forcing anything. So that guy's somewhere around here and he's not forcing the fight because he doesn't have to yet. He can still play kind of slow and see if there's any more free people somewhere. Nice. Nice right hand peek. Nice. Nice. That was really good to grab those chugs. XX cool swag 420XX. Yeah, you know it's a stacked lobby then. Definitely use these armored walls ASAP. Good. Sees this guy through the walls. Free kill. This guy takes it. Run back over here. Disgusting use of the storm here. So first off, he sees that guy was contesting him on the stair here, and he runs back into storm, and he's repositioned to the left. Then that same guy sees him, cracks him, and what? Honestly, I probably would have went straight at it and pushed this guy and died to him because I thought, oh, like the storm's on my ass, I'm dead. Uses his chug splashes to be able to reposition like this and get a free kill here.
No!
And this guy was low too.
Oh my god.
So if he shot him once with the shotgun, he was dead. That was honestly a really good end game played by Trashy, and I think I'll go for maybe one more early game fight and another end game, and we'll wrap up the video. Alrighty, so I'll just make a little note on this because I haven't really mentioned how he actually gets to the end game position, and it's pretty easy. He gets a God Lambo from gas station, and then he just rotates. He kind of chills near. He loves kind of the mountains outside tilted here, and like around here, he always chills on these for Surge, and he just sits around getting tags on people that have to drive in or rotating through or whatever. Gets some tags, and then later on, he just flies to the middle of zone with the God Lambo and does it over and over again, and that's it. So it's pretty simple, honestly, how he's actually getting to zone and doing everything. So of course he's getting shot at, doesn't matter, he can just boost all the way in, and that is looking like a very good refarm down here. Probably run down if I was him so he doesn't get fucking lobbied. But alright, we'll see, or I'll be back when he's in endgame. Alright, we're going to end it off with this endgame here. So there's honestly wasn't much happening other than the... I mean, he got his early eliminations if anyone contested him, but he didn't really push at all. It was really just God Lambo, get Surge, then go middle zone and stay there, and then rinse and repeat until you're in a good position. So this is a 100-point lobby right now, so a little bit of like a high elo, and 43 up, so there's definitely going to be first move in Surge. He is above it, and he gets a fucking laser on that guy. Jesus Christ. My guess is he's going to pad late. He does have a pad, or he's going to find a recycle. Very good to look for this stuff. A nice little refresh before actually hopping into the game. Or end game. So he does a high pad. Is he looking at height? He's going to double dip. Nice. Free little double dip just to go a little bit higher. He might even triple dip here. Getting a little crazy there. Nope, he decides not to. He looks a little crazy over there. Shoot down that tree immediately, please. Thank you. Just to grief other people, and so doesn't grief you. He's in zone right now, so he's absolutely chilling. Just has to be careful of his sides here. Nice better even little refresh there. Everything's burning. It's kind of crazy. That med miss would be nice. So he has a good amount of whites here again. Sorry, hit something. What the fuck was that? I'm not gonna pause it though because I'm already going. But basically, his loadout here is kind of pretty much like a storm tank loadout. He has the med mist and the floppers, which means he can make a greedy play for either a pad or a kill or loot because he has the white heals to bail himself out, which is honestly something I see a lot of in Trashy's gameplay here, just from VOD reviewing this. See what he does here. He's looking for any more pads near him, and again, he's able to go for this because of the fact that he has the med mist and the floppers to bail him out. Actually, now, I wonder which one he's going to use. If he's going to use med mist or floppers right now to heal up. The med mist. Okay, I was just wondering because the med mist has the added option where you can run and heal with it, but the floppers are quicker. He does definitely need a little bit of a refresh on his materials for sure. Very good at sprinting and using kind of the added boost and jump to kind of get himself into better positions without using mats, which is very nice. Finds himself some materials here. Yeah, don't worry about it too much. Again, sprinting, using the stairs. He doesn't really need to build that much. If he's sprinting, gets a save out on a lot of materials. That's a free kill. Nice. You can go get it too, maybe. Decides to stay on his layer instead of going get it. That's alright. Land in that bush. That's an option. That's definitely... He doesn't hop in yet. I think he's still playing one pretty safe because he needs the qual here. Gets the community keg here. Nice. Look at the sprint in, stairs, layer changing. Very nice. Very nice. Zone pulls across the river. That's a little scary here. Just for when it goes down, it goes back up. And now he's gonna tank storm a bit with all of his white heals. This is where the storm tank comes into play.
Am I on height? I think I'm on height.
He's actually able to take height because of this. So honestly, this is wait, I didn't even notice this was a really smart play. So first off, you sit here, and because it goes down like this, that means because okay. Let's say because zone goes down a hill, so let's just draw like a nice little hill here. So let's say this is the hill here. Trashy's right here in storm, and everyone else is right here as well. But because they're following storm and they're not taking storm like he is, that means that low ground is going farther down. You know, mid ground is going farther down, and height is also going farther down. So there's going to come a point where all of them are like So height's like here, mid ground's like here, and low ground's like here. And because of that, if Trashy leaves zone, he's going to be height. So I didn't notice this originally, but this is kind of his play here to let zone kind of give him height because he's able to sit and storm and tank it, and this guy is not. So he's able to get a free height because of that. But he has no mats, so he's going to have to find either a refresh or someone to hop in on here. So he gets a nice kill on the Pledge. He's also a goat. And he's just tanks again. No reason to commit yet to the fight. You still have a flop and some more stuff to tank on. You might be able to get some damage, some mats or whatever. That would have been a good kill to get. You need all those mats. Siphon. Oh, a little bit more than Siphon. That's good. So definitely just missed this player dropping down here. He still thinks he's up here and didn't see between the crack the guy jumped down here. So that means that whoever this is probably going to hit a fucking massive shot. Yeah, so now he needs to pop minis. And right now, let's think about this. What's the person above us play? He probably has visual sound effects on, or at least can hear that Trashy's is healing. So it does make sense for him to jump down one of these two sides and go for a shot on Trashy. And because this person's on height, when they jump off, they'll have the peak before Trashy does.
Oh, good shot, bro.
And Shadow hits a fucking nuts shot on him. Still go 133 in 7 games. That's really good. Alrighty, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Please make sure to check out Trashy. He's an absolute goat. He literally streams everything. He streamed the Performance Cup. Literally streams absolutely everything. So if you want to watch somebody who is kind of always live, then, you know, make sure to check him out. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have anyone else you want me to VOD review or preferred people that stream it. But if not, then that's fine. Yeah, cheers.